Hello. Alright. Here's my first video. It's kind of the type of topic people do not want to talk about at all. Alright. The name of the topic is Call to the Youth. Today, our generation is falling apart. That is so scary. Like, the devil is trying his hardest to keep us away from God, and many of us have fallen into the trap of how this world is. Like, for example, nowadays when you go watch movies and listen to your music, they're just so corrupt. Like, corrupt with lust and drugs, homosexuality, and more, a whole bunch more of stuff. The list can go on and on. And also in public places like school, high school mainly, and some middle schools also. People have been talking about how they just got high the other day, or how they just got laid. And the thing that bothers me about that stuff is they act so relaxed about it. And like, that's how the world is putting it out there, is to be relaxed about that stuff. It's not okay. None of that stuff is okay. The Bible covers sex quite a bit, and for a good reason. Sex is a beautiful thing. It is meant to be experienced by a married couple, not your prom night. Like, yet a lot of teens are already having sex, not realizing the emotional and physical consequences. Other Christian teens are not having sexual intercourse, but doing everything but going all the way. Which all that leads to what if you have already had sex before? Well, everyone falls into a sin in some era or another. If your era happens to be sex, there is still hope. While you cannot become a virgin again, but you can obtain God's forgiveness. You just have to ask for it. And try not to do that sin again. What truly angers God is willful sin. Like, for example, when you know you are sinning and keep on participating in that sin. While giving up sex may be difficult, but God calls us all to remain sexually pure until marriage. Now to temptations, and how to fight them off. Like, as a Christian, you fight off temptations every day. Being tempted is not a sin, but giving into the temptation is. So, how do you fight off temptation? Like, the desire to having sex, or masturbating, or looking up pornography. It can be very strong, especially if you have already done it. Like, the only way to fight off temptation is by relying on God's strength, that you can truly fight off the temptation. This makes me think of this book in Corinthians 10 verse 13. It says, "The temptation in your life are no different from what others experience. And God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can stand. And when you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you can endure." Now, with that said, when you get tempted, all you need to do is call out on God to get the strength. Not like, don't just think in your head, well, it's just one sin, I'll be okay. Well, guess what? Just one sin can turn into multiple sins. And it gets even harder to stop. Because that's when it starts to turn into addiction. And what I have to say about addiction is it's not going to be easy. Like, not just sexual addiction, all addictions it is not going to be easy to quit, but it is worth it. Now, all that said, I have stuff that I've been talking about. I have it reminds me of this one song that it's called "Da Truth," D-A, not T-H. The Truth. It's by Foreplay. It's a Christian rap song, and if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, I'll try to add the link in the description. And if you're watching this from my Facebook group page, I'll add the link in the comment box if it lets me, or it'll be there somewhere. And also, I'm going to try to add a link to my friend Dwight, his YouTube channel. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's preaching. And I'm going to try to add his link in the description on the YouTube channel, and on Facebook, try to do the comment box. And hopefully you'll all watch the videos. That's it.